the only way in which you can establish whether there is a causal link between what you do and the result is through experimentation. Everything else is giving you some correlations. But if you really want to understand the causal link, you have to experiment. So imagine if I'm going to advertise $1 million of advertising, and I'm getting some results at the end of the period. What should I do next? Should I increase, decrease, or keep the same level of advertising? There is no way you can answer this question. We don't know. The only way in which you can know if to increase, decrease, or keep the level of advertising as it is if you'll take the $1 million, allocate it in different markets at different levels. So in some markets, you'll allocate this at the level of $2 million, in some markets at the level of $1 million, in some markets you'll allocate at the level of $500,000, and run the experiment and see what happens. And based on this, you can decide what will be the level of advertising. If you're finding no difference among them, obviously this is information. Any outcome you get from the experiment is valuable information. Experimentation is key. Everyone knows that not every experiment will succeed. So the minute you are promoting experimentation, and adaptive experimentation means continuous experimentation. It's not only like a one little pilot test I'm doing, but continuously experimenting with everything I do. It suggests that you are accepting and encouraging everyone in the organization to go outside their comfort zone, not only to continue doing what they're doing, but to experiment with new innovative things that may not succeed. Because you're sending a message, it is okay to fail. Because everyone knows not every experiment will succeed. So if it's okay to fail, let's celebrate lessons from failure as much as we celebrate successes. And if we are accepting the adaptive experimentation approach, you're also sending an amazing signal out there that we have a creative culture. So going back to the old question in terms of how do we encourage employees to try to be more innovative? Well, the best way of doing it is by encouraging them to experiment, by requiring every unit when they're presenting the annual budget to suggest what are the experiments they're going to run. This also will help you deal with the talent issue, because the more experimental you are as an organization, the higher the likelihood you'll be able to attract more talented people who are willing to take risk and experiment. Keep in mind that all the big name companies, the tech companies, the Google, the Facebook, the Amazon, they are continuously experimenting. There's not one decision they make without continuous experimentation. So the requirement now, if you want really to succeed and capture the opportunities in time of crisis, experiment, experiment, experiment. And at the same time, not only initiate experiment, but have your eyes open to look for natural experiments that are happening in the marketplace. Because of the unique situation, there are a lot of natural experiments happening out there. What can we learn from them? So in order to try to implement the 10 ideas I'm suggesting here, key for them is the last one, to create this environment of innovation, adaptive experimentation, encourage everyone to try to experiment with some of the ideas we discussed this afternoon.